Hello, YouTube friends. Father Frank Pavone here, National Director of Priests for Life. On the web address that you see on the bottom of the screen, I'd invite you to read my latest column about the Obama administration tampering with conscience rights. This is in regard to the edict that this administration has set forth about health care plans provided by Catholic agencies, hospitals, other organizations, those healthcare plans being required to include contraceptives free of charge, including those that cause abortions. And the fact that despite the objections of the public, of the bishops, of many people who object to these practices on moral grounds and who want the freedom to run their organizations according to their religious beliefs, the administration will hear none of it. Instead of changing or accommodating this rule to the religious beliefs of so many in the public, and including the vast Catholic healthcare system in our country, the administration said that this plan, which is scheduled to go into effect on August 1st of this year, would give these religious entities an additional year to do what? To adapt to the new rule, namely that they would have to pay for morally objectionable practices, some of which take human life. My response is we don't want or need a year to adapt to these new rules because we're not going to adapt to them at all. We don't even need another minute to try to consider or wonder whether we're going to violate our conscience. Freedom of religion doesn't just mean freedom of worship. In other words, choose whatever church you want to go to or have whatever liturgical ceremony you want to have. Freedom of religion is not just freedom of worship, it's freedom of conscience. Namely, that in all the aspects of your life, not just when you're in church, but when you're at work and when you're devising and providing employees with healthcare plans and whatever else you're doing, you do that in accordance with a conscience that is following the teachings of your religion. That's religious freedom. So we strenuously object to this. I invite you to read my column for more details. The Pope has had something to say about this, and really it all comes down to two things. Number one, this is all about abortion. The push for abortion by this administration and so many others will throw religious liberty and the Constitution and the church itself out the window to get what it wants. And the second point is elections matter. And that's why in fighting this particular violation of conscience, we also need to be preparing for the elections so that we can choose public servants who know the difference between serving the public and killing the public. God bless you. We'll talk to you soon.